Big updates in the trial of Ramzi Khalid Ismail, aka Johnny Somali. That will be a nightmare in this case. We have a huge witness update. This third person is absolutely Somali's true nightmare, and this is the worst case for Ramzi. That third person.
He's using Hank's money to keep paying for his own attorney, and this is only going to prolong the entire trial process.
Have you heard of anybody that forgives him here, that really forgives him here in Korea?
Guys, we got some big updates about Johnny Somali. This time, Johnny Somali's upcoming trial is turning into a nightmare for him.
Big updates in the trial of Ramzi Khalid Ismail, aka Johnny Somali. That will be a nightmare in this case.
Yes, but why? As you know, South Koreans are fully against Johnny Somali. We've already seen this from the petitions filed by South Korean people demanding that he receive the maximum punishment. And now, new witnesses are starting to get involved in Johnny Somali's case. Here's the biggest update. Johnny Somali is facing another witness testifying against him. And if new evidence is proven against him, then even more additional years could be added to Johnny Somali's sentence. How many years exactly? I'll tell you later in the video. But that's not all. You'll be shocked when you hear the latest news about Johnny Somali's current lawyer. There are a lot of updates to cover today, so make sure you don't miss anything. Watch till the end. As you know, I covered in my last video that Johnny Somali is now facing massive backlash from South Koreans, and right now they are desperate to make an example out of him. What Johnny Somali did in South Korea didn't bring him any serious consequences until now, but the public has reached their limit. They're saying no more mercy, no more tolerance, and they're literally sending warnings to Johnny Somali.
The reason why I did it is because he was assaulting people in my country. Just by his behavior just made me feel like furious, made me go like blind rage just by harassing women and children and elderly people because for its clout. You want to go around and harass these people just for clout or just do something really stupid in public, get a life.
But right now, you'll be shocked to hear that the situation isn't stopping there. A brand new update just came in, and it's clear that Johnny Somali's upcoming trial is turning into his biggest nightmare. Up to this point, as you know, 3 witnesses were already involved in Johnny Somali's case. Bong Bong, Korean streamer Young Man, and a woman from the infamous bus incident. But now, another witness has officially joined the case, and according to lawyer Legal Mindset, this person is none other than Daljun, the South Korean Navy SEAL officer who previously kicked Johnny Somali and even faced legal consequences for it. So let's hear directly from Legal Mindset first, and then I'll break down the details for you.
Well, we have a huge witness update. So the next trial is October 29th, and it's going to be witness testimony. Witness. It's going to be crazy. And we already know that there were going to be 2 witnesses there, Bong Bong and Youngman. But now we have official confirmation that there will be actually 3 witnesses. And this has been confirmed by the court filings. So who is this third person? Well, this third person is absolutely Somali's true nightmare. And this is the worst case for Ramzi. That third person is none other than Dalgun. None other than the SEAL, the underwater demolition team member, which is essentially the Korean.
Did you hear that? I told you this would turn into a massive and very bad situation for Johnny Somali. Yes, even worse than before. If another witness steps up, just imagine what that means. More evidence could come out, and even new charges could be added. Who knows how far this could go? Right now, the situation for Johnny Somali looks like it's gone beyond just a backlash. This is turning into something way bigger. I already told you his defense might not work here, and now Legal Mindset has explained even more about how the case could change after Dalgun officially got involved.
Somali, has been trying to bury this guy maliciously in civil lawsuits, but he's actually had all of his law fines paid off, all of his stuff paid off. There was a very generous donation by Donut Operator that I helped facilitate that essentially paid everything off that Somali tried to bury him with. Somali talks tough and says, I don't call the cops, I don't rat, blah, blah, blah. He immediately reported this when he immediately went after him, and he's been dedicated, Dalgun is dedicated to bringing down Somali. He's always been helpful with the proceedings. And the most important thing is he's not going to be scared by Somali and his gang. Now, Somali and his gang tried to scare Bong Bong. I think, Youngman's not really going to be scared either, but it's really not going to work with Dalgun. Dalgun is not going to bend the knee. He's not going to flinch. He doesn't have dirt on him. He's pretty...
So what we just heard from Legal Mindset really gives one clear answer. Johnny Somali is totally destroyed. He has no way to survive this. Yes, as you heard, even the witnesses are now not afraid of Johnny Somali and his team. And why is that? Remember when Daljun previously spoke about Johnny Somali's shady behavior? He made it very clear that what Johnny Somali did was extremely disrespectful, and that South Korean people, including Daljun Daljin himself, will never tolerate that kind of clout chasing. Johnny Somali thought he could use South Korea for attention, but people like Daljin showed him that this kind of behavior won't be forgiven.
When did you figure out that it was not a real apology and it was a insincere apology?
이제 조니 소말리가 그러고 이제 나갔거든요. 사과하고 이제 나갔는데 V하고 막 이런 사진들이 엄청 많더라고요. 라이브 스트리밍에 잡혔는데 그런 거 보고 얘는 아직도 진짜 정신 못 차렸구나. 우리가 속았구나라고 그때 느꼈어요.
Did many of your fans also feel the same way as you?
모든 한국인들이 그러지 않을까요? 제 생각엔 그래요.
Have you heard of anybody that forgives him here, that really forgives him here in Korea?
아니요.
So guys, as you just heard from Daljin, it's clear that all of South Korea is angry at Johnny Somali. And honestly, when you look at what Johnny Somali did to them, I'd say the punishment he's facing right now is still less than what he actually deserves. He should be facing even more. Right now, as you know, Johnny Somali's current charges could put him behind bars for up to 12 years. But according to sources, experts are now saying that if new evidence is discovered or if new witnesses step forward with stronger testimony, then Johnny Somali could face an additional 2 to 5 years on top of that. The South Korean authorities are already considering petitions and possible new charges, and since Johnny Somali's already pleaded guilty, the situation looks even worse for him. So at this point, Johnny Somali isn't just in trouble, he might be creating even more trouble for himself. Because with the kind of person Johnny Somali is, people are wondering, will he try to harm South Koreans again just to survive and create even more trouble? Honestly, maybe he could. Let's be real, every single time Johnny Somali faced a bad situation from the beginning, he and his allies always found a way to cause new problems for people. But now the question is, can he still do anything? The reality is no. He's out of money, and up until now, he's only been surviving with Han Q's support. But there's no guarantee Johnny Somali can keep going like this. And as it's now confirmed, the court is going to consider giving Johnny Somali the maximum punishment. His chances of escaping this are almost zero.
His circumstances, that does not make sense whatsoever because he's ran out of money. He's using Hank's money to keep paying for his own attorney. And this is only going to prolong the entire trial process and make his sentencing even harsher because he's not pleading guilty.
Exactly as Atozi said, Johnny Somali is actually ruining his own life with his own behavior. Even with all the evidence stacked against him, he still refuses to plead guilty. And why? Remember, Johnny Somali has said many times before that he thinks he's innocent, that he didn't do anything. But not only that, he even went as far as threatening the South Korean people and the court multiple times. This attitude is only making his situation worse, and it shows how Johnny Somali is digging his own grave with every step he takes.
I've been in foreign prison before, and if I have to do it again, I will. I'm a VIP in this country. I'm a United States citizen. I'm a VIP. They cannot allow an American citizen to die in South Korea. Do you understand what Trump would do?
Giving me, like, really what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I've been through a lot of shit.
With the South Koreans, I think it's also time for the black community to take a stand against Johnny Somali right now. You can literally see him admitting to being wrong, and he even seems proud of it.
No, definitely CX is super. CX is super, but I'm racist, so. You know what I mean? I would think I would fit in there.
Did you see that? I'm sure you also remember that whenever Johnny Somali gets into trouble, he uses his black ethnicity to protect himself. Now he is openly admitting he is wrong, which is insane. It's time for the black community to stand against this behavior. So guys, here's another update. I told you I would share something about Johnny Somali's lawyer, and now Legal Mindset has given us a brand new update. A lot of people are saying that Johnny Somali's lawyer has resigned, but is that really true or not? Let's hear what Legal Mindset has to say about this.
He has not resigned. There's some fake channels and fake news and other stuff like that are putting that out there. He is still the attorney of record. When you step down, that has to be a court filing, or if there's a switch in attorney. He has not changed his representation. He has not stepped down. If he does step down, I would know immediately because they would have to go.
So guys, right now Johnny Somali is facing more trouble, but it's not yet certain that he's actually going to give up, because until now he hasn't entered a plea and he's trying to work on a new plan with his lawyer. So definitely I think there's a chance Johnny Somali could try something next that might give this case a new turn. What's your opinion on that? Let me know.